This video was made possible by Wix. If you are ready to create a website, head over to wix.com/go/infographics to try out one of their premium plans right now. As nuclear threat looms, the US is responding by tightening up its response plan and rerunning old military manuals to make sure the political elite are kept safe to issue further commands. Military commanders are given first rights when it comes to personal safety, and none more so than the commander-in-chief, aka the president. But where will he run, and where will he hide should an attack be imminent on the United States? That's what we'll find out in this episode of the Infographics Show, the president's escape plan if the US is attacked. During the Cold War, a number of bunkers were built to house the president, high-level military, and the political elite, and sometime in the 1980s, once a month, Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld would, according to a 2004 issue of The Atlantic, disappear completely from the radar. The congressman and businessman would together make their way to an Air Force base outside Washington, and from there they were joined by a member of Ronald Reagan's cabinet and as many as 60 federal officials who all made their way to a clandestine, disused military base or secret underground bunker. This exercise is of interest today as it helps us understand what measures will be in place should the US come under attack and the president be forced to work outside of Washington. Under the Truman and Eisenhower administrations, the US government had built large bunkers and facilities to protect the political elite in the event of an attack on the US. These retreats are being revamped in anticipation of an attack on the US under the current administration. Also, the number of military bases outside the US numbers around 870 different countries. The president, should he have to escape, would find shelter in corners all across the globe. The president can only make commands if he is in a secured location with access to communications, and that would naturally include a good internet connection with access to Twitter and a hotline to McDonald's delivery. If the president is in the White House and an immediate evacuation is too risky, he will take shelter in one of the two bunkers directly beneath the house. There are also several additional bunkers around Washington, D.C., located at classified areas. If, however, the president is traveling outside of the country, he would probably be aboard a VC-25A, which has an airborne command post. There are two VC-25s at AFB in Maryland on standby, meaning the president, if at home, could be evacuated aboard the jets once he is transported there by helicopter. If the Andrews AFB is unavailable for whatever reason, then he can be transported to a large underground facility in Virginia where most of the cabinet members and the Supreme Court will be held in an emergency war situation. An alternative site is Raven Rock Mountain in Pennsylvania, again underground and wartime headquarters of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Raven Rock has retained an air of secrecy since it was constructed in 1948. This hollowed-out mountain has what amounts to a freestanding city inside of it, and was nicknamed Harry's Hole after President Truman, who initially endorsed the project. There's 100,000 feet of office space inside the hole, and two sets of 34-ton blast doors to protect it from a bomb blast. He'd be pretty safe in there. Then there are worldwide classified locations capable of commanding military actions. These are often private properties, and their staffing and day-to-day operations are kept absolutely clandestine. The US has safe spots all over the world, along with countless military bases set up and ready for the horrific, unmeasured retaliation that will no doubt follow any attack on the US. And this is perhaps the reason nuclear attacks have yet to occur. The world knows that those struck by the attack will hide within command posts all over the world. Part of the US's defense strategy may well be founded on the belief that Donald Trump, the current US president, is willing and ready to go to war with any rogue state. When asked about North Korea, Trump is on record as saying he is willing to destroy the hermit nation, but has also hinted towards being able to find diplomatic solutions. Political analysts have indicated that Trump should appear willing to go to war at the drop of a hat if peace is to be resumed. All while North Korea has accused Trump and the US of heightening tensions in the region after the president delivered a speech in South Korea. But one thing is for certain, should things escalate into a third world war, the ones who drove the situation to that point will be safely locked up in an underground bunker, eating tinned caviar and bunless cheeseburgers, while ordinary citizens will either be fried by the explosion or turned into zombies from the radioactive fallout. But let's forget about all this for a second and believe that everything will be just fine. If the world continues to exist, you should probably focus on making the best of it, and for that, you'll need a great website. Regardless of what exactly your business or hobby is, one thing is for sure, Wix has a professional solution for it. Create a powerful website that you can rely on using Wix. And if you are looking for more than just a website, maybe email marketing, a mailbox, or a custom domain, Wix can help you with that as well. Don't worry too much about things you don't have control over. Worry about what you can do to improve your life. Go to wix.com/go/infographics or click the link in the description and build the website you want and need today. So, what do you think? Is an attack on the US inevitable? If so, where do you think the president will hide and how do you think he'll react? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to watch our other video called Can a Cockroach Survive a Nuclear Explosion? Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time!